What is materiality? You might have heard an accountant or other professional talk about the term materiality in the context of financial accounts or charity accounts. And what does that really mean? Well, if you have an error in your charity accounts which is small, it very often will not have a significant effect on the overall picture of the account to the reader. As you can see, the balance and the volume and the change in the accounts is minimal. It doesn't really change the big picture of what the reader is seeing. However, if you were to have a large or significant error or omission from the accounts in terms of its value, it can have a really significant effect on the reader of accounts as to how they will interpret it and see the overall picture and make decisions from it. It can have a really significant effect on that reader and change their view of the accounts. That is when something would be material. The challenge with materiality is it's subjective. It doesn't necessarily have an absolute value where you can put a figure to it. There may be a time when something is material even if the error or the omission is small or may appear trivial, and that is where we call it is material by nature. In charity accounts, you can have certain areas of the disclosures or how the accounting is done around fund accounting which may be material by nature. It might be that the error or the omission is not very large in terms of its numerical value, but it might well have significant consequences to the reader of accounts when they come to see it, if the error or the omission's there. And it might completely change the view of how the accounts come across. An example of this might be around the fund accounting. It might be that if a charity has spent some money on a restricted fund that shouldn't have taken place, that can be material by nature even if the value of that expenditure is correct. Or if there's an omission on a related party or trustee's expenditure note that might be sensitive, that may also be material by nature. So you can have material by value and you can have material by nature which may affect the view of a reader of accounts when they come to look at them.